Turkey's good though.
Turkey schmarky. It's gonna be a like slight obsession for a while. It's like if you like learn a new word and it makes you feel smart, so you need to use it at all times.
Ah, yeah.
I'm a dumb person, so that happens to me all of the fucking time.
Lootlads.
My problem is I keep like referring to myself as like a dumb person. Toxic vitality, don't do that to yourself. But I'm fully aware that I'm not like I have access to information in my brain. I just need a hot second. I'm the type of person that doesn't do mental math, but boy howdy if you give me a piece of scrap paper in 10 minutes. I'm a very like visual doer with a lot of resources. There you go.
But also, welcome back to Loot Lads.
Welcome back to Looty Boys. I'm a slow boy.
I'm a fast boy, and together we make one boy.
normal lad. Our speed is at the limit. We're
Push
not
it
going
to the
over.
limit.
We're not going under.
Eh.
And the only thing I'm like really fast about is shitty comedy.
I just shit fast. No, I don't. It takes me fucking forever to shit sometimes.
Shit fast.
Gotta shit fast.
You gotta shit fast. What if you like are midstream and you're like, fuck, I really need to go. And then 3 hours later you come back and you're like, sorry, I just pooped slow. Like that's why you need a co-streamer so they can fill the gap.
True.
Yeah, we're the poop. Sorry, I don't know why I thought about that. I didn't think about like not saying it. I thought about like I kind of want to do a joke here, but I can't formulate it fast enough. So it's like, what's the least common denominator most common denominator I can do for poop joke? It's like, maybe you should do the poop joke, Beard. Well, but actually, I have this semi-funny thing that only Devin will laugh at.
Playing to your audience.
There you go. I mean, you'll watch it, right? You'll giggle about it later, baby.
I don't know if I'm still editing this at this point or not.
What if Emily edits it, and it's like, what the fuck were you two talking about?
I feel like we're gonna get that review a lot.
Why were you complaining about World of Warcraft for an
A
hour?
long time. I mean, there's a lot I agree with, but that was a long time.
There's a lot to complain about. Like,
Yeah, you've played it. You know what you're talking. Come on.
it's like I wish I knew more. I think my next lore foray would have to be the League of Legends lore, because I feel like there's
too much.
Like, it's exactly like Homestuck, in which there's a lot of neat ideas, but there's too many, so they have to shoehorn some bullshit that make the plot go.
I follow exactly one writer on it,
Oh, very good.
but that's because I like it from other stuff.
Ah, very good. The only thing I know about League of Legends lore entirely is whatever the lore like in a minute people put out, which is essentially just your effectively a big wizard controlling like it's an actual game in universe,
Okay.
which is kind of fucked up, but it's whatever. It's better than the Dota explanation, where the timelines are equally like the same. The War of the Ancients is literally just this 5-on-5 for some reason. There's also an alien that like
Yeah, well.
shows the coming of like destruction and doom and might have also been part of the third Mad Moon. It's a little dumb. Actually, that lore is also fucked up. Hold on, side tangent. So you know the light in like in the Warcraft lore, where it's essentially just like a
The
being.
Naru.
Yeah, it's a being that like, if you have confidence in yourself and like you are very strong-willed, you can do these magical effects, and that's where your fate system comes in. It's kind of cool. I like it. There's a Naru in the Dota lore, but they couldn't call it a Naru, so instead it's just the Omniscience, and it's stuck in a temple somewhere. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh man, they're really, really trying their best to get as close to that lore as possible. It's kind of like Wind Ranger. Like, they forced her to change their name to Wind Runner. And it's like, yeah, that's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. Outworld Devourer was, like, they also tried to do Outworld as a copyright, but they changed it back because, as it turns out, that's just a word that people use.
That's fair.
It's kind of like the King scenario where they tried to like copyright titles of like, you can't have candy in your title.
Oh,
As an
that's
example,
right.
yeah. Kind of like that. Which honestly, like Windrunner, it's a very iconic name for a fantasy character to have. She was
Yeah.
also green and had a bow. So maybe she was pretty elf-like, so it's fine. Like, I completely get that. But yeah, the Omniscience is a very, like, silly example, because it's literally just a Naru, but not.
A Naru.
Yeah. Also, I liked how this whole entire belief system is, yeah, the Omniscience, I have to carry out their will, and blah, 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 and then you look down into this big temple, and it's like, oh, by the way, I'm real, and I can just do stuff. You are not needed, my friend. You have a good ultimate, but that's about it. I'm pretty sure that guy is, like... What was his ultimate? I'm pretty sure it gave you, like, 999 armor and regeneration.
Okay.
Yeah, and it also affected towers. He was a good fucking hero. I can't remember where I was going with this.
Neither do I.
I was talking about lore. There we go. All right, back on track.
Okay.
The League of Legends
Thank
lore.
goodness.
Yeah.
Ah!
Ooh, not on that track though. As the only thing I know about that is you're a big wizard moy, and you're actually playing the game in real life, but also in the lore, which is fine because, like, I explained the Dota thing. But all I know is that there's a magical girl that everyone kind of hates, and they try to shoehorn her into everything. Everything turns into anime.
Given enough time, I think that's true about a lot of stuff.
I mean, I'm cool with, like, the magical girl thing, but it's like, you can't just go into this where you have literal, like, leagues of assassins, magical creatures, void creatures, and go, by the way, this magical girl is now the protagonist after 10 years of me developing this lore.
Yeah,
without introducing her at some point, or, like, she could be a background character, be like, oh, like, Katarina, which is an assassin girl, literally just, she's there because she's trapped there, pretty much, and she assassinates people, and it's like, yeah, I don't agree with the whole...
Fuck.
I think there was a thing over where I don't agree with this whole, like, games that we're playing with these, like, void creatures that'll literally kill the entire world. So, like, maybe we should cut that out, and then let's not follow her plot. Let's just introduce Anime Girl.
I find it weird for games that have, like, a large cast, like a fighting game, League of Legends type game, whatever, for it to, like, have a main character. I don't know why. It just doesn't, like... I get it if you have a story in mind and these are side characters in the story, but it always feels like you look at we play Tekken, and there's obviously a main storyline of that in that, and why can't it involve this person or that person? Why has it got to be this guy? Why is he the main protagonist? It's always weirded me out.
See, the thing I really like about Tekken's lore, I saw that, it was bullshit, is Tekken's lore is, like, they have all of their stuff going on, but there's a big arcing plot with, like, the family bloodline and stuff. Yeah. And, like, I don't care... That was bullshit. I don't care if, like, Eddie Gordo has to sit out in the sidelines, like, he's a cool character, but, like, not everyone can be involved in everything, and, like, DLC characters come in, and, like, Akuma starts coming in, and is canon in that lore.
What the fuck?
Just don't carry barrels, dude. Just throw them.
Holy shit.
But yeah, I do agree with you. It's just really weird that they're just kind of hanging out. Like, even in the Guilty Gear Strive stuff, Angie's just kind of hanging out. Like, he has nothing to add to the plot. May doesn't even show up, and Faust is in the woods somewhere, or in the desert somewhere with some other tall guy.
Fair.
Yeah. So, like, what are they doing?
Oh my god. Oh, this is pain.
And that's only with a cast of 15 characters. Could you imagine, like, having to get a big old storyline with Tekken's initial roster?
Or League of Legends roster, right?
Yeah. So, I agree with you. That can't be a main story. There needs to be, like... They're currently doing well with it, I think, because they have, like, kind of an Avengers thing going on where there's a team of people, and they're kind of gathering up all the heroes for one big event that I'm not paying attention to.
Of course.
So, like, that's fine. But the last era of storytelling for that is just real fucking weird. Especially where, like, canonically people die, and I'm fine with people who are dead being playable, because that's just how you move the story along.
Motherfucker.
No. Just don't... barrels are a trap.
The barrel hit the man.
You don't eat the barrel, hit the man. You just jump on the boy.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I think the best way to write MMO shit and, like, fighter game stuff is have an overarching plot where everyone can be involved and everyone can draw... It's a big D&D adventure, effectively, where everyone has their own side characters and side plots. Like, A crew is... established characters. A crew will be, like, Ryu, Ken, M. Bison, Akuma, etc. Like, they're doing their shit. And then what is everyone else with the tie-ins doing? Like, they have their own stuff. So B team is, all right,
B team.
we're gonna have DLC character 1 just hang out and
Why
like
do
do
that?
stuff in the plot, and then we're going to like that's how you introduce them, is the story mode comes out, and oh, by the way, here's some story with this guy here. That's what they did to Gold Lewis, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So like he's included in the plot of B team, and now he can be introduced logically and also like completely to the plot, and it's not meta breaking or not story breaking that this person is here and he's also a demon. They've been here the entire time, for example.
Oh.
There's the exit. You just need to survive the bonus stage.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, just like little itty bitty plots with multiple characters. You don't need to write Lord of the Rings to have multiple people in your game or setting. It's kind of like, again, Avengers style, as much as I really don't like them. You can just MCU it, in which they have their own little, like, oh, here's where they're from, here's their side story, and now they're working with this guy. Why is Ant-Man working with the Hulk? Because this guy.
I think when you have a giant roster of characters, like, you should be able to spread it out a little bit.
Oh,
But
yeah.
whatever. I
I mean,
get it.
I-
If you have a vision, you have a vision. It's just always weirded me out that I would pick up a fighting game. I would, this is my favorite guy. Oh yeah, well, too bad he's not the main character. It's like, oh, okay, well.
Too bad he's not even in the plot.
Yeah.
He's a side character in the lore, and it's like, all right, what did he do? He was introduced. Like, I feel like, especially if you're writing a new game, you kind of need a snippet of lore that's not, he's just there to be cool. Or
Seems-
like, he was the main character in the first game, and now he's there just because of historic sake. Like, I'm cool with cutting characters because they don't fit into, like, the lore, and maybe including them as DLC or as a... Oh, by the way, disclaimer, this guy's not doing anything cool, he's just a character.
Ew. And oh no.
Yeah.
God, this guy sucks.
This guy's a spicy boy. Coconut.
Oh, ho, ho. Yeah. Damn it.
Gonna fire 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah!
Ah! You lied to me.
I miscounted the last one.
Can't be trusted. Can't be trusted.
I'm also for just characters graduating into, yeah, your story's done, here's another one.
I like characters actually being finished with their story too. Like, if we're talking about fighting games too, with the Guilty Gear stuff of how the leader of the Assassins Guild is now a baker. He just retired to go bake.
I mean, bless that boy, right? If you want a style character that does that, you can have like his apprentice or something. Like that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It also makes a status quo that gets pushed. You could even just explicitly say, "Hey, this character is exactly like Ryu or Venom or any other character that
Michael?
seems to be Michael. He's exactly the same as Michael, except he's,
Oh man,
like,
don't you
he's his
love when you
protege.
get to play Michael?
I love Michael, dude.
My
Like,
favorite favorite character when it comes to Soul Calibur is Michael.
My favorite, when Nightmare retired, Michael always
was there.
It's a spot. Yeah, he was there.
Mi-
he was
Michael
the Nightmare
was there.
of Soul Calibur X.
Soul Calibur Michael.
Soul Calibur. It was about him. That's just him.
Take the best soundbite of me saying Michael,
Michael?
and the best soundbite of Beard saying Michael, and
Hold on,
then
we can just
switch
do
them.
it. We can just do it now. Hold on.
Okay, sorry.
Michael.
Michael.
We'll do 2 takes.
Okay, all right.
Michael.
Michael.
Oh, do we want to do a deep one?
Ooh.
Michael.
Michael. Shit.
All right.
sorry.
Michael.
Mitchell.
No.
Are we stupid?
Mitchell and Michael. Are they even like spelt remotely the same?
There's a T in one.
Oh, right. Doesn't need to be it. Like, they could just be M-I-C-H.
That's like a Michelle.
That's also spelled similarly to Michael.
Oh no.
Actually, I knew a Daniel and a Danielle who dated each other.
Ooh,
and that was awful.
Do they both say Dan during sex?
Oh, Dan.
Oh, Dan.
I love Dan. Oh, I love Dan too. You know what? It's a fetish somewhere.
Oh Lord. Wait.
What?
Wait. What was your ex's name?
I don't want to talk about it.
Hold the fucking phone here.
Record scratch.
No. Hold the goddamn phone.
Yup, that's me, and you're probably wondering how I got into this situation.
You dated a Christina, didn't you?
Yep. And I did call her Chris a lot of the time.
Oh my fucking god. I completely forgot her actual name. I just remember her as the one that made the pyramid scheme.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, for brevity's sake, if we want to talk about weird things about Beard, I dated a girl once, and it was getting a little rocky. It was very clear, like, 6 months in, it wasn't working out. So, like, we were getting to the stage where...
She was basically terminal.
Yeah. We were getting to the stage where we were like, all right, we're probably going to break up. We just need to have that, that discussion. Or, as the kids might do when they're 12 and they don't want to admit that the girl they liked actually has icky cooties, just run away. So... Let me set up this particular thing.
This is a wild ride.
Here's the thing. 100% breaking up literally the next week. I just wanted to talk to her and see how she was doing. Because it was flu season, and that girl did not take the flu very well. The last time I saw her, she was pretty much comatose the entire time. I'm like, all right, we're gonna let you go. I've been texting her throughout the week, and like all of a sudden, the responses just stopped. And I was like... All right, this is a little weird. I actually need to legitimately see if she's okay. Like, I'm coming from I wouldn't call me like a 100% like Paragon level person.
You still had enough compassion to go, hey, this person that, even though we're pretty much breaking up or broken up at this point, it's concerning that you might be dead.
There wasn't bad blood is the problem.
You didn't have problems.
Yeah, there wasn't like a fact where I'm like, yeah, fuck this bitch. No, it was all right, we're breaking up. It's not working out. I want to do it as civil as possible because it gets real ugly when people just fucking argue. So I'm like, I want to avoid confrontation. I just want to go, hey, are we cool? No, very good. I'm going to seek out other options. For example,
hey, are you intubated?
do you also get off when you call me Chris? Like, I just want
many questions here. Just as relieving this whole relationship. I've got so many. I just gotta
know. Like, was it good for you as it was for me? Anyway, text messages just stopped, and I was like, all right, I need to check. Oh, we're almost done, buddy.
I'm gonna also just make a note. We're definitely gonna go do some live farming. So continue your story, but I'm moving to the live farming situation.
All right, very good. Where was I? Texting stopped, so I went to go see her. No one was home, and I'm like, uh-oh, this is probably not a good sign. As it turns out, did not hear back from her and could not find her for quite a while. In fact, that was the last communication I've ever done with her, is go up to her apartment and try to ring her so that I can go see her. Did not happen. She was gone. So I was like, all right, we were already having this talk. We have no bad blood. I don't need to see her for any particular reason. So I guess we're just done. Yeah. And I was like, all right, totally accepted. She didn't even come to work is the problem, because I also worked with her, which
yeah, that's right. That's another thing. Yeah. There's so many layers of how did you let this happen to yourself, sir?
So fucking weird. And like, we did back shifts, so we had a lot of time together. We were discussing video games. We were discussing, like, she was from the time where we first met, she was like a cool person in my perspective, because I was like, oh, I would really like someone to share my hobbies with. So if I have a girlfriend to share my hobbies with, that's like that's the nerd dream right there. Is you meet a girl gamer? No girls are on the internet. You good girl gamer? Anyway, you could go on, but anyway, so all of this culminated into she wasn't at work. I'm pretty sure she moved on from the night shift that we both worked to a day shift, which is, I mean, obviously fine. She had other stuff going on. And never saw her after that. Until 6 months later.
Love this.
I get a random text message.
We're both out playing cards.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, okay. So this was also during like the big modern phase in our life when we were playing Magic the Gathering. So
constantly.
Every week we'd go to this card shop and we'd play Magic the Gathering.
Way too much.
Way too much. Honestly, I'm surprised we did it as much as we did. With the amount of like salt that was being thrown around, because I was a budget player and Devin was a combo player, and oh boys, there was a lot of like questionable opinions that we both had about the game. Regardless of that. 6 months later, randomly, I was playing Goblins. I don't actually remember what I was playing at the time, but I was probably playing Goblins.
That's a very important part of the story.
I get a text message.
You'll see why. Never.
And it was my ex-girlfriend. And she was wondering how I was doing. Perfectly normal, adjusted shit that you would do to a random human being that you haven't spoken with in 6 months. And I'm like, I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Like, oh yeah, you're still working at the place? Like, I left that place, you know, I didn't really interact with her. I was night shift and she was day shift. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you moved on. Where are you working? And that was the catalyst.
Oh.
So the next thing that came out of her text message mouth was...
Trying to find this barrel before I move on.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Was a 3-paragraph spread among 3 messages diatribe about how I should buy into this MLM.
It was incredible.
She was trying to sell me so hard on the fact that I get a company vehicle, and I'm like, I do kind of like the car, but I don't... this is proven not to work, and I'm like, I didn't want to say anything to her because clearly something's gone wrong.
Oh, yeah.
In order for this to happen. At this point, I was like, I'm gonna leave well enough alone, and I'm gonna pull a U for a hot second, and I'm just not gonna dignify that with a response, because the entire message went from, oh, I might want to reconnect with this person. You know, she was pretty cool when I dated her, and then, you know, shit got weird, so whatever. To, by the way, please buy into my scam so I can, like...
Yep. And I was in absolute awe of the audacity of that.
Right? Like, every time I tell this story to anybody, it's like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, I know. Like, 6 months later, from absolute silence, never heard her again, never saw her again, to, by the way, I'm just buy my scam. Just fucking buy my scam so that you can get a car that you also need to pay off. It's like, buddy...
I do not know where this thing is.
So you go to the right, and you're bouncing on a tire, and then you just need to press jump again. Yeah.
Ah! Oh, I got it!
Oh, okay, it doesn't float, it just stays there. So yeah, that's the extent of, like, not... My ex-girlfriend stories are a little wild.
Yeah.
The only girlfriend stories that actually have like a ending that is dignifiable is the first and current one.
The current one is hopefully not an ending.
I mean, no. We're living with Charlie. We want to get property, but
She good. I approve of this one. In fact, if I didn't approve of this one, it'd be very awkward because I made this happen.
It's fucking wild the amount of shit that I'm like, man, I have a lot of stories that I didn't expect to have on dating front, because I'm like your typical nerd. I don't particularly talk with people, and anyone who shows affection towards me, I just shut down. I just can't.
How in the fuck do you people?
Excuse me? Did you say you like me? I don't understand those 2 words.
So, before Chris and I were like friends, I was mostly friends with another friend. We'll mention him from time to time and how much he's fucked us, Tyler.
Are we telling the Tyler story?
No,
okay,
it's just
right.
like I was more friends with him through work, and that's how I met you, because you were more friends with him, and like, oh yeah, I got a friend that can DM some D&D, and I was like, all right, cool, hi guy.
That man also just came to my house unannounced and was like, you were playing video games. I'm like, fucking all right.
Hell yeah. So is he your guardian angel?
Maybe. It explains why you left, but...
What happened to your guardian angel? I joined the army or navy or whatever the fuck.
The army.
He's gonna get mad at me if he hears this, and I don't know which one, because like they all get mad at each other, because cool.
I mean, who considers themselves the guardian angel? Anyway.
Healthy work environment.
Very good.
But I was friends with this guy first, and eventually met Beard, Chris, and was like, I don't know much about him, but sure, he seems alright. He's a nerd. I can gel with that. And if he's friends with you, he'll be friends with me. And I think you were in a relationship at the time.
Yep.
And I didn't know you well enough to say, oh, buddy.
Hold on, something spicy's going on here.
You need to fucking get out.
Being fair, I was also at the point where I'm like, if someone says that they like me, I'm latching on, just no matter what. It could have been you.
Just somebody, please.
Somebody like me, yeah.
Yeah, did not. In fact, I knew him as Beard, or I knew him as Chris for the longest time. Beard came later, but...
Yeah, when my name got stolen.
Yeah, your name got stolen. But yeah, I knew you as Chris for ages, and then one of the defining traits was the fact that you had a relatively good beard. Yeah.
It's awful now, but yeah. I need to shave.
COVID keeps us unkempt and gross.
Excellent.
I am very unshaven, and I can't make a beard. It's just gross, tattered, loose hairs on my face.
I've needed a haircut for a while, but yeah.
Ooh, we should go.
Oh, can we get a combo deal? He gets the shave, I get the...
Everything else, please. Just all the body. Whole body. But yeah, I did not know this person very well, nor did I know you very well, but at the time I was like, huh.
Oh, yeah, it's just the boss fight.
Oh, it's just the boss. Damn. That's right.
Yeah.
I gotta wait for the crown to go away. And, oh boy, I was not a fan of, what, I'm not even gonna refer to her name.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
She's not listening to this. I'm probably not gonna be listening to this.
Our editor is gonna be like, what the fuck?
Oh, I've already... If our editor becomes our editor for any period of time, she knows.
Yeah.
We've had a good old discussion about that, because she's also had some wild relationship stories, yeah.
So, yeah, I knew Chris as a guy with beard.
Yeah.
That's pretty much defining trait at that point, because I didn't have any friends with, like, an actual beard at the point. And then one day, he shows up, and he doesn't have his beard. I was like, what happened? And the words were, not quite from you, because I think I got it from Tyler after the fact, saying, current girlfriend did not like my beard. And I was like, oh, big red fucking flag, homie. But I was at a place where I'm like, I don't know this guy enough to be like, hey, hey.
I don't know your sitch, but
let me tell you how to live your relationship, bud. Let me just geek right in there. Yeah, that was the situation. I'm like, oh, that's not good.
It's a little spicy.
And when I said, like, do you think maybe someone should say something? They were like, nah. And I'm like, really? Nah? And, like, it got worse. Things got worse.
Long story short, we did break up.
Yeah.
The circumstances were not ideal, but
No.
To keep private information private, oh boys, was it not ideal.
Situation bad. I watched Situation be bad, and then friends of ours were like, nah, I'm gonna go save it.
Oh, yeah, it's a good idea. I don't think we save the lives we start with.
Nah.
Yeah. No, we don't. Just save it because we beat the boss. We might as well save it, yeah. Should have picked our favorite one. What's our favorite world?
Our favorite world?
Yeah.
This one, because we got through it relatively quickly.
Actually, yeah, I don't know. What the fuck happened between the last episode and this one?
I think we just stopped thinking about the game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit, so we were cool? Was that cool? Was the last episode cool?
I think we're cool now. I think that's officially cool.
Ooh.
Are we cool, guys?
Did we go like from did we do a complete like hero story thing where
the journey?
The journey, yeah, that's
meeting
the
with
one.
a goddess, refusal to call.
Yeah.
Situation, yeah.
And then like in the middle we had our like struggle and we got through it and now like everything's a breeze.
Yeah.
We're effectively Goku.
The hero returns.
Yeah. And now we're facing our ultimate enemy. Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, if there is a enemy that could be considered ultimate, it would be Jesus. Like, let's be honest here. Who's the final boss of planet Earth? The second coming of Jesus isn't like a religious thing. It's actually the boss fight.
Yeah, exactly.
No one said the credits roll, Jesus pops up.
Hidden boss. Yeah, people keep thinking that it's going to be, the world's going to change when that happens. Like, yeah, you don't know what for, good or bad.
I'm trying to formulate like it's not climate change that ends the world. It's Jesus. He comes in with a fucking like Goku style spirit bomb. Or like, oh
no. Somebody should do something about that. Where in the Bible does this say?
Why is he Goku? And fuck, why aren't we magic?
Oh fuck.
That's the one thing I like. creationism aside, if there's any sort of belief system, and that belief system doesn't include us having magical or faith-based powers, I'd be pissed. Like, how can you see, like, all of this lore from made-up worlds where God just points at priests and go, by the way, you can revive people, and not be pissed about it?
Give me diamond, revive your friend.
Just saying, you could have a little bit more imagination, pilgrims of old that just wrote these stories down. Like,
honestly?
Just create a D&D module, like, what the fuck? And then God said, rolleth the D20 and consult the table. And ooh, fireball.
You always, like, when you play D&D or know about D&D, you always go, I wonder what my real life stats are. Look, they're more disappointing than you think.
I mean, if the average is 10, and I'm 28, Pathfinder actually has rules for age. Like, the 5e I don't think does. I think it's just
I don't think it does either, yeah.
Yeah. Like, Pathfinder just goes, oh, by the way, if you're this amount of years old as a human or as a dwarf, you just get -1 to your constitution as your aging body slowly decays to time. And it's like, fuck, I want to play a monk so I don't have to deal with that shit.
Just look at my constitution now. I can't afford to get old.
I mean, being fair, I don't think,
If I get cursed by a banshee or some shit, I am just done.
I want to see how much it takes for someone to get revived and convert
Fuck, I keep forgetting it.
the gold cost into real life money, and then compare hospital bills. Actually, hold on.
You getting out the calc?
I don't know where my phone went.
Also, a good question.
It's on my pocket. Hold on. Phone check.
Lost in my car like it usually is.
No, I had it. I looked up other things. Oh.
Huh. Is that yours?
Gross. I don't even know what that is.
Is that a pop socket?
It's not a pop socket. It's a thing to hold your headphone wires in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can it also be used on the back of a phone, though?
It looks like there is a sticky thing. It looks like there is a sticky thing, but it's caked.
Look, all right. Can we start talking about caked sticky things?
Ooh, ooh. Fuck, did my phone go? Hold on.
Who knows? But maybe we could just find it on the next episode. Did you find it?
Next episode, I'm gonna have my phone. I guess we'll end it when you die.
Yeah. I guess that's probably fair. It's coming. It's inevitable.
Death
Just
is
follow
inevitable.
the canon.
Death and taxes.
Death, taxes, and my constitution lowering too much. Next time on Loot Lads, will Beard have his phone? Will he figure out the cost of a human life? Is it less than you think? Does Grandma Organs actually go for anything on the black market?
I think so, actually.
We're supposed to wait until the next...
Shit, fuck,
Never gonna come back! Please come back, though.